Hey guys, it's me. I'm back, kind of. I know, it's been forever. I think it's been like 2 weeks or something, or maybe more by the time you see this. Um, there's been a lot of crazy going on. I got a part-time job at the school where my daughter's going now, so that's even more or less time that I get to spend doing things. But I thought I'd come to you. I remember at the beginning of the year, I told you that I was going to try and I feel like we do this every year. And I've said this the last 2 years. At the beginning of every year, you get this idea. Everybody gets the idea to clean out their house and clean up their diet and, just in general, clean up, right? And in the craft world, we get the idea that we need to use up our stash. Don't go shopping. Don't buy anything new. We've accumulated all this stuff. Use what you have. So I'm trying to use stuff up, and I don't know how many of you remember during my stint of Ollie's hauls, I got these boxes of Project Life parts like this. Okay, so it was big ones like this, and then these little ones. As you can see, this one is not completely opened. I have opened some and sorted through and selected some to use for today. And basically what I did was I got washi stickers, some of my washi stickers out that I haven't been using. And I said, you know what? Let's decorate some of these up. So the one side, on most of the ones I've chosen, the one side, although this one's a little different, it was hard to decorate that part. But on the one side, you've got journaling space, right? So it's like a journaling card. This one had a bird on it, so I stuck a bird down there to decorate the journaling, and you've still got space to write. It says, this is where it all begins. So it's, a little journaling card like that. And then this says live with gusto. And I stuck this lovely lady on here, because I felt like she fit that whole theme. And it was a little big, so I trimmed it at the bottom. And then on the back, there's space to write. Again, here, it was just these little, I guess, dandelion seeds. And I stuck one of my, these washi stamps. I love these. They are sometimes hard to use, but I do like them a lot. I think they add, when you are able to use them, I think they add a lot. So I got that out and I stuck that on there, and I thought that was kind of fun. And you can kind of still see, because it's a washi sticker, you can kind of still see some of the dandelions in the background, but it kind of went with the image. It didn't take away from it. It added to it. So I liked it a lot. And then this one I have these pads of, again, they're washi, just images of maps. And this one says, say yes to new adventure. So I went in and I got one that was a map, and I put a piece of it here, and then I cut it and I put a piece of it here. And on the back, again, there's journaling space. Also with the big ones, I took one and I stuck one of these. I really like these. I've selected a few to work with. These are some of the ones, because they come in multiples. These are some of the ones that I already did. Like, these are the Live with Gusto ones, and these are the ones with the dandelion puffs, which I thought we could do. We might be able to do another one of those style things on here, just to, add a little more to it. And like I said, use up what I have in my stash right now. Okay, so you've got this. I might be able to put that on there, the birds. Like, I might be able to put it over here and cover this bird up, stick it on there, and have these birds on here instead. I don't know where I would put it, but anyway, that's the idea, is to find some stickers or whatever. And some of these, there's like 10 of them, and then others there's only like 4. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But and then here's the ones that say yes to adventure. So I got these out in case we wanted to play with those. But I also had this other idea. So I started playing with the little ladies, and I got these cards that have this kind of, again, it's a journaling area on the back, but it's got just this kind of plain, like, decorative pattern. There's several of these, and they don't have any words or anything on this side. And I thought it might be really fun to take one of these and make it a background, and then stick one of these ladies next to it. that kind of goes with the picture. So it would be, something like that. So let's do one and see how it turns out. And I'm really excited about this because this is all washi type stickers. Well, except for the doors. And these, they're not washi, but they're vinyl. So when you peel it off of there, it's clear. So these are all my washi type stickers. And I thought it would be a lot of fun to pull these down and see what I could do with them in relation to these Project Life cards, and just see if I could make some journaling cards that are like easy and ready to go into pockets. Okay. Now, normally I would say to put some, what do you call? Maybe some glue of some sort on the back of this. I'm just going to stick it down and we're going to rub it on there real good. And I'm hoping that, it has enough adhesive that it will become a permanent part of the card. She's a little crooked, isn't she? But, all right. And then we're going to stand this lady on here. And I thought this would make this would be a great way to decorate up these ones that are just kind of a pattern in the background. I think I'm going to start with her feet because I want to place her feet on this line down here. I'll make sure she's over far enough to go over top of, to kind of overlap the stamp. Okay. I mean, how cute is that? And of course, again, because of the magic of washi, they kind of blend in with the card. And that's ready to go in a pocket. Really cute, right? Okay, let's do some more of these. I'm really excited. So I paired off. I made some pairs because I didn't want you to sit here and watch me hemming and hawing and digging, because sometimes that takes more time than anything else, and it amounts to like a lot of nothing. So, and they don't always have to be like the stamp high. Like for this one, I did the stamp kind of up and the lady down. You can do it the other way around. So let's see if I can get this one here straighter. I think I get nervous because they curl. And I'm nervous that it's gonna make a mess. But let me see if I can get this one here a little straighter. That looks a little better, I think. Oh, I wrinkled it. See if I can. I did. I wrinkled it. It's interesting. All right. Well, that's okay. I'm gonna lay okay, and then you have her swinging on the swing. I don't know if you can see her on there. Yeah. And then we're gonna put this lady on here. And I'm kind of trying to hit one of the stripes or something so that it looks like she's standing on something. I know a lot of people try and put their ladies, like if you've got a lady like this, so that she looks like she's standing on something. So we're giving that a shot. I'm not always, going to hit the mark, but got a little tab up there. Just being used to peel it off with its thing. Okay, I'm going to turn it sideways again because that seemed to be a good way to pull it down ever so slightly. You're right there. All right. Kind of covered up that wrinkle, actually. And this tab at the top of her head, I don't know what that's all about, but I can't seem to tear it off. So I'm going to see if I can cut it off before I stick that down. They were probably punched out of something. I don't know, a remnant from I will say this, because they are washi stickers, sometimes the edges collect up dust or, something from sitting around in a bin. And sometimes the edges get like stuff on them, but see, isn't that cute? I really like the way this turns out. So, and I mean, obviously this is working for my specific, the stuff that I found in my stash. The thought behind this is for you to go through yours and find some stickers and things that would go together that you could turn into something similar to this. Right? So you could make cards with, I mean, a lot of people have paper dolls. Even if they're not stickers, you could still use paper dolls on these and make little paper doll cards. So that would be really cute. And then, of course, I have these kinds of stickers. I mean, you could stick, right? You could stick something like that on there and just fill it up with a flower. Might look better on this one. Like that. Just stick a flower on there. Here, we'll do one. I can't be the only one that had an obsession with washi stickers at one time. But I just feel like I collected a whole bunch of them thinking, oh, these are going to be so versatile. I'm going to be able to use them anywhere. And of course, just like with anything, you live and you learn. And I do still love them because I love when you put them down, how they kind of become a part of whatever you're putting them on. What I did realize is because of their see-through nature, they are a lot harder to use than you would think, because you can see the background through them. So so you are going to have, stuff that peeks through that overwhelms the sticker if you don't put them on the right type of background, which, makes them difficult. Okay. So like that. And then you have a lovely decorated card. All right. So see, you can use whatever. It doesn't have to be this idea that I am doing. I just happen to like this idea. All right. Should we do bows? Let's see. Does this go with the bows? Figure out how I want to do this. The other thing that I always worry about, only because these have faces on them. Now, normally if it doesn't have a face on it, it's not going to matter. But because it has a face on it, I try to make it so that the face doesn't look like it's being overwhelmed by whatever's showing through from the background. I just think it works better. I'm going to be putting it on here like this. So turning it sideways, I seem to be able to get them on there straight. So again, I feel like my last few videos have been me telling you that I'm going to try and get myself on track. And by the time I finally do get myself on track, a year has going to have gone by, and, or summer will be here, and that'll be the only reason I'm on track is because it's summer. Which, may actually be true. I'm hoping that you guys are sticking with me. What I'm really trying to get people to do is go to my Etsy shop. I'm wanting for, that to get off the ground rather than, necessarily the YouTube channel first. But I do love coming on here and doing this stuff with you guys. So I'm not giving it up. It's just right now in a stage where I'm at. It's kind of, sorry, this one has a lot of stuff on the edges of it. I was just trying to see if I could get some of it. All right, well, that edge is going to have our lovely young lady here. We're going to put her on here like this. Thinking? What do we think? I think. Okay. Let's put her down. So what has everybody been up to? I feel like I don't get to connect with you guys anymore because I'm so busy and I'm gone all the time. And when I get home, I'm just so exhausted. I don't want to do anything. And I make dinner and I'm dead. That's it. I'm done. Mostly because I'm up at like 5:30 in the morning now. So There's that. Which makes all of this really difficult. Well, all of it being difficult in the respect that, you know, I can't burn my candle at both ends. So by the time I get home, it's like dinner, get ready for the next day, go to bed. There's just no time. What I need to do is set aside time on the weekends to just do a whole bunch. That's what I've started thinking I would do. I just haven't been able to like put that into play yet. I'm trying to see which ones I kept here. So, well, that one's kind of black and white. Oh, and this one's kind of black and white. I was going to use this on this bow one, but I will say this. This is really cute to me, the bucket list. This is directional. The problem is these ladies are too tall if you put it this way. So while I really like this on here, I don't think it's going to end up going on here. I'm wondering if I could do one of these small things, because I have these little guys that have... Oh, wait. That goes this way. Like a jumbled mess. I don't know about that. Okay. So these ones going in this direction are a little more difficult. They're not impossible. The other thing is whether or not you care if this gets turned this way, even though the other side goes this way. So when you pull it out and you look at it and you're like, oh, that's really cute, and you turn it over, oh, well, I have to write on it like this, but the card goes like that. I mean, you have to decide whether or not that bothers you, if you care. This one I may keep in this direction and put... I don't think I can get this drum here with it. It's too much. It's too much. I won't do that. I think I was thinking one of those, but I feel like these might be too small. What if you did what I was doing before, like this, and then stuck this on here? Like a little collage card? Well, I have a ton of them, so let's give it a shot and see what we think. All right. And it's appropriate. The back says stay curious. So we're being curious about whether or not this works. Now, it's going to be a lot of overlapping of washi cards, washi stickers. So we're going to have to see how it turns out as far as how it looks with all the overlapping, since you can see through them. By the way, just off the cuff, I'm finally filming, and it happens to be, for those of you in the US, I don't know how much of our weather actually gets reported overseas, but we've got this big snowstorm coming. So this is the Saturday before the snow is supposed to hit. It's supposed to start tonight while we're all cozy in our beds, where I am. I mean, from my Ollie's Halls, you guys know I'm in PA. So we are supposed to get hit by our lovely friend, the winter weather storm. Tonight, I want to say the last reporting I got was that it was supposed to start at like 3 a.m. Like I said, while we're all snuggled up cozy in our beds, we're supposed to get hit by a winter storm. I think that turned out cute. There is overlap and you can see, but I don't mind it. I kind of like the way it turns out. So, and this one's gold, as you can see you can see it shimmer when I do that. So that one, I like the way that turned out too. Okay. If I can find something that I like to go with this, keep calm. It's a little teacup. It says, keep calm and drink tea. I mean, how much fun is that? I like that. I want to put that on one of these. I just don't know what to put it on there with. Maybe I should do one of these background flowers like this. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I like this little keep calm and drink tea thing. It's cute. Okay, so we're going to put this down. Way. No. All right. So anyway, yeah, we're supposed to get snow. Where I am, we are supposed to get I've heard anything from 10 inches all the way up to 18 inches. I don't know what we're going to end up with. My daughter keeps joking they're going to make all this big deal out of it, and we're going to wake up tomorrow morning. There's going to be we're going to end up with an inch of snow. My other daughter will be very disappointed because if we only get an inch of snow, then school will be open on Monday, and she will be very upset because this will be the second time that they predicted snow, and everybody in her school wished for a snow day, and it didn't happen. So, as usual, kids are praying for a snow day. But the funny thing about the last one was everybody was banking on this snow day. See, that's cute. I like that. The bows in the background, the little drinking tea turned out cute. I like it. Okay. Anyway, so yes, so the kids are all hoping for a snow day, or are all hoping for this snow day, and they were talking about we were supposed to get 1 to 3 inches. It was going to happen in the middle of the night. We were at least going to get a 2-hour delay if school wasn't going to be canceled. And then it ended up being we got no snow. School was on time. And as we were driving in, there were flurries, like they were teasing her. She was so mad. It was funny. I didn't mean to laugh at her, but it was funny. Okay, so I just noticed this one goes up and down, and it might be kind of fun to put. It might be kind of fun to put one of our ladies on, so I want to get this one out of here. And I'll show you what I was doing when I was going through. So I was going through. I'm collecting all my trash. I was going through, and I was kind of like, okay, well, this one goes up and down. Oh, I got a lot of these. I was going through, and when I got to the bottom, I would look, and as long as it was the same, then I figured. This one it says a day in the life. That one might be a little harder to decorate, only because it takes up most of the space. I will say that the washi stickers, you can see through them, but not enough that you can cover up words and still read them. I tried. I don't know what I did with it, but I did try. So I don't know if I want to bother with this one right now. I mean, if I was going to do this one, it would be something like this, where you take roses and lay them on there or something to that effect. But that's going to take me a minute to go through and find. This says, take a leap of faith. Really cute. Make a wish should be on the back of this one. Anyway, so there's that one. This could be another one of those ones like we did with the stamp. With the, sorry, my nose is itching. You hear me rubbing my nose while I'm talking. That could be another one. Keep it simple. I was staying clear of the word ones just because they're a little harder, and I actually have to spend some time thinking about it, trying to figure out what I want to do and how to arrange stuff, and I need small things, or it's going to have to be some sort of a wraparound or a cut off the edge deal. So yeah, I don't. And with this one already having flowers on it, any flowers or anything I wanted to add would have to match. This one has a little spot up here that you might be able to put something. But again, it would have to be something that you hunted down and looked for that would fit specifically in that spot. This also has space top and bottom to decorate if you wanted to. Heck, this one you could even, like this is all leaves up here and your journaling space is down here. You could put something up here in the leaves. That would look really cute. I'm looking for more like this. So we have these that we're decorating with the, and the up and down ones are easier because the up and down ones allow me to stand the ladies up. So we have a bunch there. It says Carpe Diem. Okay, so let me put these away. Put these away. And let's see what we want to do. Let's look at some of these new ones that we found. And see about putting, I think I like her better on here. Let's do this one. I'm not going to repeat until I get to the point where I don't have any. Okay, and I think this lady was going to go with this. I liked the red. It brings out the red pop in the earring and the necklace that she's wearing. Yeah, and I'm also hoping this one is really, really, if you look at that sticker, you can't tell on camera. That looks pretty, really tan, skin toned, or she's very Mediterranean. But in person, it's actually like they put too much red in her skin on the printer. That makes sense? Like she's got a really bad sunburn. That's what it looks like in person. So I'm hoping that when I take it off of there and stick it on here, that kind of clears up some. I'm trying to lay it on there straight. I did turn the card sideways like I've been doing, so just want to make sure it's straight. Now this one's a little darker, and the edges don't blend in to the background anywhere near as much as they have in some of the other ones. So, which I don't mind. I'm just making the comment that this one's a little different. Okay, and we're going to put her on there. I like it. I like this whole pairing the stamps with the ladies. Now, I will say this. The ladies in the pictures a lot of times do look very, like these are very mid-century modern, and these look a little more maybe 20s, 30s. So we're looking at two different eras, but very, glamorous ladies. So I like the, I like this idea. And I have, of course, a ton of these. I mean, this is not by any means exhausting the stash of these stickers that I've got. I kind of, okay, there we go. Hey. It helped some. She still looks kind of orange or something, but I still really like the way that turned out. And from what you're seeing, at least what I'm seeing on my TV on camera, it dials back the orange. I don't know what the color adjustment is there, but it looks much better on camera than it does in person. Okay. I want to see if this pink one, and what I can put her up high because of the parts. So, yeah, so we've been wishing for snow days, and it looks like Monday we're going to get one. So my daughter's excited about the impending blizzard. Much more excited than I am. I've gotten to the point that, when I was a kid, snow days were a thing, and we all loved them, and just like any other kid, it got you out of school, so cool, great, wonderful. You played in it. Cool, great, wonderful. You didn't have to drive in it. You weren't the one doing the shoveling or the plowing or the having to get back and forth or anything like that. So to you, it was just all fun and games. Yeah. As an adult, quite as glamorous as it used to be. Okay. Yeah, I like the way that turned out. I mean, we covered up most of the heart. Now, on this one, I might add something else on here, or, ooh, you know what I do have? You know how I have this yellow rose thing? I think I've got a red one in here somewhere. I know, I just said I wasn't going to dig. I don't want to put it up the side like that. But I could see putting it on here like this and then cutting the stem short. I'll have to think. I'll have to think on that. Okay, next. What do we want to do with you? I don't think this is the type of thing that can go on those. And on this, you got to be careful. The one thing I don't want is one of these red, because the red ones show through because they're darker. The red ones show through these really well. I don't know if you can see that. But if I stick her face on there, she's got a red line going through her face. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it on there. The other colors are more muted. So it's not quite as hard to put her on the other colors. I think I wanted this one. Do I like that background? I think I don't. I think I actually want to do this background. Is this right side up? Yeah. So like this. Around there. Yeah, I think I like that better. So on this one, I can put this one on here. Yeah, that I'm okay with. Okay, so let's do this. But anyway, I don't know if any of the people who watch this video are in the snow band. We certainly aren't the only ones being affected. This snow band, I mean, this snowstorm or winter storm is supposed to be far reaching, covering multi states, north to south. So, I hope everybody stays safe. Just hunker in, stay warm, stay safe. What I'm really praying for everybody is no extended power outages, because I know in some of the places that are just getting ice, it can cause power outages, and I know that can be, well, not only stressful, but if you rely on electricity for your heat, I mean, an ice storm is a bad time for it to go out. So just praying that everybody keeps their power. Okay. So that one, and I think I've got this one other one left. The other thing you can do, of course, is, I mean, the backs of these have, like that says quoted. What does this one say? Anything can happen. You can also put your own, like, message on these. I don't know if I have any, like, quick to hand message stickers. I do have some alphabet stickers. I suppose I could spell out a message. But I mean, like, you could get word stickers like this and put it on there. I have tons of these. I don't know what I'll use. Some of them I don't know what I'll ever use them for, but I mean, you could just get some of these and put them all there. You could find your own message stickers. I know they also make vinyl and like the PVC, the shiny. I don't like the shiny plastic, but you know what I'm talking about. Stickers where you peel it off and the message is there on a clear background. So if you put the words on here, it would you'd be able to see it. So you could do something like that. I feel like these ones, especially these ones that don't have a message and are kind of like just these patterns, they lend themselves to being a background for really cool decorations. Just anything you can imagine that just kind of goes with the. There's always one, right? There's always got to be one little spot that has to be different or difficult. Luckily, I'm putting another sticker over there, so hopefully it won't be too bad. That's the only thing about these is because their edges are clear and supposed to blend in, once you stick it on a white background, if there's any kind of dust, or I don't know if you can see it on camera, if there's any kind of dust or anything on the edge of that sticker that's gotten stuck in the glue, or even if I've got residue of something on my fingers, ink or, something on my fingers, and it gets on the edge of that, it's there, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I suppose you could cover it up or ink it, something, try and blend in the smudge, but that would be the only downside to these, I think, is that cute. I love these. I think these turn out great. I'm hoping that this, if nothing else, just inspires you if if you went to Ollie's and found these packs of Project Life cards, or if you've got a bunch of Project Life cards that have been sitting and you're tired of them, the fact that you open up a pack of them and maybe they have 4 or 5 of the same exact card and you're like, I really like them to look a little different. I want something a little jazzier on there. Then, pull out your stickers and just sit and as easy as that, you make a brand new card. I mean, you just take that and make it a brand new card and pull out your stickers, give this a shot, see if you can find some really cool ways to use. I mean, I've got drawers full of stickers too. I mean, it's not just the Project Life cards that I'm looking to use up, but I mean, I have all these stickers to use up too. So it's a great way to, get this stuff out and just try and use up some of this stuff that has accumulated and make beautiful things out of it. I want to know, actually, while I'm thinking about it, I want to know if I can put this on here. I think I did the Paris one. No, I feel like it's not. I really liked this with that bird one that I showed you, but I don't think that's gonna. And on there, he kind of gets lost, unfortunately. I like the color because the aqua color is in here. So I kind of wanted to match it, but it's not. That's kind of nice. But I feel like I would need more. I know I said I was going to let you go. I get sidetracked, guys. I mean, I know I'm like not on as often as anywhere near as often as I used to be, but you have to remember that about me. I get sidetracked. So I'm going to let you go. Pull out your stickers, pull out, any kind of cards. This doesn't even have to be Project Life cards. It could be greeting cards. It could be, I've got piles of these, cards like this. that you've gotten. Really? I thought I had some loose. Apparently not. It's like this, you know, you're supposed to test the charge greeting cards. Also, in Ollie's hauls, I unboxed tons of greeting cards. So, I mean, pull out whatever kind of cards you have and decorate them. Look, I can put that on there. Although, I think this goes this way. So, like that. I put that on there and decorate up the rest of it, find some sort of a saying or a quote or a, you know, I don't know, and have at it. And you got yourself a little, you know, you've made it your own. So pull your stuff out, use up your stash. Don't go buy anything, because I know that you're like me and you've got a ton of stuff that is just sitting, waiting to be used because you bought it and you loved it and you thought, I know what I'm going to use this for, and then you stuck it in a drawer and it disappeared. So go dig it out and use it for what you thought you were going to use it for and get that stuff made. And I will talk to you as soon as I can. Stick with me, guys. I'll see you later. God bless. Bye-bye.